Warriors with the day off today before getting ready to go to Sacramento. They'll head up there on the bus today. They'll head up there today as the Quest for Five is brought to you by the Alameda Police Department. That's right, now offering a $75,000 hiring incentive. Good money there. Our team is your future. Go to alamedapolice.org to apply today. That's alamedapolice.org to apply. $75,000 hiring incentive. That's good stuff there. Warriors heading up to Sacramento today. Of course, that series is tied at 2 games apiece, but we got the news yesterday that De'Aaron Fox, unfortunately, has an avulsion fracture in his index finger on his shooting hand. He is doubtful for game number 5. Anthony Slater had a great video on Twitter yesterday. Anthony Slater, of course, our 95.7 The Game insider. He's great at what he does. Showed it there. 4:35 left in the fourth quarter. Looney kind of swipes at the ball there, and he gets fouled. And I guess they said the tip of the finger got fractured there. So, but he still played. He scored 7 points. After that point, hit a step back 3 over Draymond Green. He's doubtful today. I would be shocked if he didn't suit up and play tomorrow night in Sacramento.
You think it's gamesmanship to put him as doubtful?
I don't think it's gamesmanship. I think right now, hey, it's doubtful. Let's see what the finger does. It could be gamesmanship, but the Warriors are not going to prepare like he's not going to play.
Yeah.
They're going to prepare like he is going to play. And if he doesn't play, then you get ready for a lot of Davion Mitchell. You get ready for Terrence Davis. You get ready for Kessler Edwards and maybe step up for the Sacramento Kings. But you don't stop. The Warriors won 11 road games. They can't sleep if De'Aaron Fox doesn't play. But I will be shocked if he does not suit up for the Sacramento Kings.
If you put up a 1, that's the index finger?
I'm guessing that's it.
Yeah, am I wrong? I don't know the hands.
I guess that's what it is.
Okay.
See the index finger right there? Or it could have been this one. Was it this one?
That's
the
ring finger.
Ring finger.
And then there's pinky,
that one right
and
there.
then the other one's the middle finger.
So he's going to have to shoot right there.
Yeah.
And then ball handling.
You ever hurt your
catching
fingers?
passes. Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah.
It's not fun. Swollen fingers, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So catch and shoot.
Yeah.
Dribbling.
Touch.
All that could be a factor.
Well, it depends on how it's going to be wrapped and what he's going to do there. I'm with you. I'm going to assume he's going to play until otherwise known. But it sucks. I mean, it really does suck. And if any organization, fan base, team should understand injuries, it's the Warriors.
It is
and
the
it's
Warriors.
not just who they've gone up against who's been injured. Like every single one of their playoff runs has had some kind of injury baked into it, right? Like everybody on the team has been hurt. Look, let's go back. Bogut, when they lost Bogut for that Game 7 against the Clippers.
And also for 6 and 7.
Yeah.
He got hurt in 5.
Was it broken ribs?
No, it was the knee. It's the knee.
Oh, I thought he hurt himself with sleeping or something like that. Maybe I'm
Andrew
wrong.
Bogut in the NBA Finals?
Yeah, no, not the finals. No, against the Clippers.
Yeah.
Was it the back or the ribs?
Yeah, what was it?
He
What
hurt
was
himself
it, Jay?
sleeping,
I
thought.
think it was a back injury, but Mark
back.
Jackson said he was sleeping on it wrong.
Yeah,
and
something
that's what
like
rubbed
that.
Bogut wrong.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, point being, then the next year, obviously the Warriors were healthy, but the Cavs weren't healthy. Okay, like there's I get it. The following year, Steph Curry had hurt his knee and slipping in Houston.
Played to 70%. Nobody said anything about that. Think about how miraculous that run was for Stephen Curry.
Incredible.
He came back. He shouldn't have been playing. He said he shouldn't have been playing. We all knew he shouldn't have been playing. He lights up Portland.
Mm-hmm.
He has a great series against Oklahoma City. I mean, his game 5, 6, and 7 against
Thank you.
OKC. When he's dribbling the ball in game 5,
Thank
one of
you.
my favorite moments, and he's looking at the crowd saying, "We ain't going home. We ain't going home." I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it right now when he said, "We ain't going home," and you got to fly back out to Chesapeake Bay Arena to win game 6. We all talk about game 6, Clay. He was dynamic. He was unbelievable
Curry
on
was
that
great
game.
too.
Curry hit the 3.
I know.
And then puts up to 7.
I know.
We're going to game 7. And then think about what he did in game 7. I mean, nobody brings that up out here in Warriorland. We don't get that excuse.
No.
We don't get the excuse of Bogut being out. We don't get the excuse of Andre
There
Iguodala
you go.
hurting his back.
Mm-hmm.
We don't get those excuses. We don't get to make the excuses against Toronto in 2019. KD and Clay.
Well, it's part of the game. I mean, it just is, Bonte. Like, and you don't even have to go to just the NBA. Like, obviously, there are plenty of examples during the Warrior run. Go to all the other sports. Like, does anyone care that Tom Brady sliced up his finger before they lost that Super Bowl?
Nope.
Do we even talk about it anymore?
Nope.
No. Does anyone talk about Tony Dorsett separating his shoulder in the first quarter of the NFC Championship game, the catch game? No one ever talks about that, right? So history forgets those things, and it really is irrelevant, and it sucks. It really does suck for De'Aaron Fox.
But you want to hear people make excuses? This is why I don't watch the network shows. This is why I don't watch Nick Wright, or do I listen to him? And
what shows is he even on now?
I don't know. First Take.
I
whatever,
get a kick out of Nick Wright, but I don't watch.
I don't get a kick out of him. I think he's a clown.
Okay.
I think he's an absolute clown. And
just
surfaced. First things first is what it's called. I like Broussard. Broussard's a good friend. Broussard's good people. I like Broussard a lot, honestly. Say what you want about his sources and whatnot.
Telling me the way his cadence is very unique.
He's a good dude. So I look at the person now, their work or whatnot. It speaks for himself. But, DeMarcus Cousins tore a quad. Kevon Looney was hurt in that series against Toronto.
Yes.
Kevon, come on, man. But Nick Wright loves to go on the soapbox. He has something against the Golden State Warriors because the Warriors have kept LeBron James from having about 6 or 7 rings.
It's true.
That's true. His favorite player, his run has been halted by the Warriors over and over and over again, and I can't wait for this. Hopefully, we get the second round matchup, Lakers-Warriors. Oh my gosh, we're so close to that.
Let's extinguish the Kings.
Nick Wright, here's what he had to say about the Warriors' luck in the playoffs.
Injury is part of the postseason. I understand that.
Yeah.
I also understand this. In 2015, the Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals with the Cleveland Cavaliers, that in Game 1, Kyrie Irving broke his kneecap, and the Warriors won title number 1. In 2017, the Golden State Warriors were playing the San Antonio Spurs, as Brew likes to bring up all the time, who had them down 22 points. And Kawhi Leonard got undercut by Zaza Pachulia, and the Warriors went on to win the title. In 2018, the Golden State Warriors were down 3-2 to the 65-win Houston Rockets, and Chris Paul pulled his hamstring, and the Golden State Warriors went on to win the title. Last year, the Golden State Warriors were in a battle with the Memphis Grizzlies and Ja Morant, and Ja got injured, and the Warriors went on to win the title. And now this year, De'Aaron Fox, who has given them trouble all year long, they have not had an answer for him, gets hurt and breaks his finger, and we'll see. Now, I understand in 2019, the Warriors suffered all the injuries you can suffer. They had a guy tear his Achilles, they had another guy tear his ACL, or else they would have won that title. But this team has won 4 championships, and in each year, one could argue the team or the player who was the biggest threat to them suffered a catastrophic injury.
I don't even. I played it because everybody wanted to hear it. I heard you and Spinoni.
I'm not triggered.
Heard you and Spinoni. I'm not even triggered. I just don't care.
Well, when you hear him rattle those names off, just real quick, now knowing what we know, Kawhi got hurt. Is it that surprising? No, I know it was an unfortunate play by Zaza, but knowing what we know now,
right?
Are we that surprised? No. Chris Paul, knowing everything we know about Chris Paul, are we surprised he got hurt?
But in that same series. Andre Iguodala got hurt.
I know.
Iguodala is very important to the Golden State Warriors,
especially because of the lack of depth.
Right, and so that Hamptons 5 lineup with Andre Iguodala, that series is over in 5 games. As Iguodala's healthy.
Yeah,
5.
Yeah,
5 at most. I went there.
Yeah,
it's over at 5. But nobody wants to bring up the Iguodala injury in that series.
No, and then knowing what we know now, Kyrie, brilliant player,
he's always hurt. Always hurt.
And right now, current landscape, are the Lakers benefiting from some injuries?
Oh, Ja Morant,
Steven Adams,
Brandon Clark.
Yeah. Okay. What about Phoenix Suns? Are they benefiting from the Clippers having no one?
Kawhi Leonard, Paul George.
Yeah, guess what? That is the reality. This is my something's not fair. Life isn't fair. It's never fair.
Milwaukee's playing against Miami and Tyler Hero's out.
For another 4 to 6 weeks.
And you're the number 1 seed. And okay, you lose Giannis, but I see that team win 19-20. Giannis missed a few games during that streak.
Yeah.
No, they almost beat the Warriors without Giannis at Chase Center. Injuries happen. It's the war of attrition. Hell, anybody making excuses for the Niners in 2019?
No.
Anybody making excuses for the Niners in 2021 with Jimmy Garoppolo?
No.
Anybody making excuses last year with Brock Purdy? Eagle fans telling us you weren't winning that game anyway.
Bonte, how about the 1990 NFC Championship game when Joe Montana got knocked out?
Right.
Do we take away the New York Giants title?
No. No.
Scott Norwood wide right against the Bills.
So
no one
nobody's
talks
healthy.
about that.
Nobody's healthy. Nobody's healthy. So Nick Wright, that's the end of him.
I'm not triggered.
I'm not triggered either. I
But
just don't
hearing
care.
it, it's like, yeah, all those guys do always get hurt.
Why does he have to do this shtick every year, though?
Yeah,
Why?
that's the better question.
Why?
Because
what's the point?
Because he knows that it's going to generate a bunch of clicks and hatred on both sides. So you're going to get a lot of algorithm hits.
All right, let's.
But you're right. Well, he does. It's a kind of tired act. At this point.
It's just kind of like yawn.
It's
yawn, yawn,
predictable.
yawn, yawn, yawn.